Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. With David Aldridge on our sideline and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, this is Kevin Harlan. So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. We've got White. Griffin is out there with Tatum. Then there's Brown. And it's Hauser in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Jazz, they've got Markkanen. Clarkson is out there with Sexton. Then there's Rudy Gay. And with the addition, Greg, of the play-in tournament, we're seeing more meaningful games here late in the season.
Yeah, we're seeing teams battle for positioning more than ever. You have multiple teams trying to secure that 6th seed to avoid the play-in.
And the Jazz start out with the ball. Sexton with it. Markkanen finds Gay. Driving to the basket. The shot, no good. So the Celtics will take it the other way. This is their first chance this season playing the Jazz.
And you have to love it when there's a matchup like this. Two teams that are at the top of their respective conferences going at it.
This is going to be a fun first game between these two squads. Buckle up.
And so it's the Celtics getting on the board first. Gay outside. Outside for Sexton. Back to Gay. Jacks up a 3. And it's Griffin with the rebound. Here's Boston now. It's a 3-point game. Fresh from a win against Portland.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
They knew that the arena would be rocking. And if they could execute well on the offensive end, they knew they could quiet down this hostile crowd.
There's Clarkson following the basket by Jaylen Brown. 6 to shoot. Markkanen from outside. The Jazz again can't hit it.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
White, good.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Now, here's Sexton. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Heat in Miami.
And some of the passes he threaded through the defense were just incredible. He made it look so easy. 4 shots, 4 misses. And you can sense a certain frustration building.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz.
Let's go to the Jazz, man. It's your Utah Jazz.
We can check out the story for Colin Sexton. Clarkson outside. Sexton deciding where to go with it to stop the run. Gay can't hit.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going. And we've seen it for years. Despite their regular season success, the Jazz just unable to make much noise in the playoffs. Credit the front office for coming to terms with it and pivoting to a rebuild while they could get top value for their stars. Man, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Clarkson passes to Gay. And stolen by White. Goes up. And White with the stuff.
As a defender, White is disruptive with his length and does a good job of forcing turnovers.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. I had a chance to catch up with Utah's head coach. He said he honestly doesn't know what to expect. This is the first meeting between these two teams this year, so there'll be some feeling out at the beginning. But he told me sometimes that's when we're at our best, and we're relying on our instincts and awareness at the offensive end. Kevin, we'll see if that holds true.
David, thanks. We appreciate the information. Guys, what do you think about their emphasis on shooting coming in?
Listen, if you can get really good shot quality, being efficient, I think they can be successful with that strategy.
They have to be patient and a willingness to make the next pass when the shot isn't there.
Tatum finds Brown. Shot clock at 5. It's deflected, and they get it back. Jazz trail by 13. Sexton attacking. And Greg, up and down the Celtics roster, so many of their key players were drafted by the Boston Celtics.
And Tatum and Brown at the core, but also credit to their front office. Rare to find a powerhouse built from homegrown talent.
The first free throw is good.
And that's one of those guys who just tends to live at the line. Sexton's working hard to improve his consistency there.
Well, we know confidence is key, but Steve, when you see young players who haven't done much in the playoffs acting like they've arrived, can that kind of confidence hold them back a little bit?
Well, you love confidence in anything you do, Kevin. Obviously, you need it, but it can backfire. You love that guys want to say they're great, but it all comes down to proving it.
The kick out to Brown. Boston needs to get off a shot. Hauser misses.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
The shot by Sexton, no good.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Brown against Clarkson. And the pass to Hauser. Boston, no good that time either. Jazz trail by 11. Here's Markkanen. Tries again. And Boston with the rebound. Outside, White. The kick out to Tatum. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gay.
Nice job by Tatum inside. Very assertive. He's fantastic at putting the pressure on the D and consistently getting to the line. And you know there aren't many teams with a more dedicated fan base than Utah. The Jazz fans are behind their team no matter what.
And so Tatum nails them both. It's always striking, Greg, to see the bond between the Jazz team and their followers.
Well, when you're the only game in town, people take the team to heart. And we see it in cities like Portland and San Antonio as well. Fans form that attachment to their team.
Now, here's Clarkson. 11 points for him in that last game against Miami. Some solid defense from Brown. Here's the Celtics with the ball. They're on a 17-4 run. Brown jams it in.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
White against Sexton. Clarkson kicks to Sexton. Gay, a screen on White. And Tatum pulls it down.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
And they double up Brown. Here's the three. That one dropped for his second bucket. For him, 2 for 4.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
If you love analytics, this is what this is all about. They favor the 3-ball. You can pile up points in a hurry. Trying to get his man back for the last 3. It helps to not make this personal.
Tatum with it. Now defended by Markkanen. Here's Brown. The kick out to Tatum. The Celtics working the ball around now. Brown right side. Lays it up off the glass. Brown's got 8 points.
Uh-oh, starting out in rhythm. That's 4 out of 5 he's hit, and we're only in quarter number 1.
Utah calls timeout.
Fans, let's show some love and give a big hand for your dad's team.
Looking here at some numbers for White. How's the last month of basketball been for him? Averaging about 11 points, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And with the ball in his hands, he is an outstanding distributor.
He's the straw that stirs the drink. The more plays they run through him, the better.
Here's Horton Tucker. 8 points his last outing. Pass to Toscano Anderson. Horton Tucker, the pass to Toscano Anderson. Sinks that one from the post.
Smart decision. Horton Tucker has a good feel for the game.
Boston leading by 18. Here's Pritchard. He kicks it to White. Pass to Cornette. Tatum wide open. He fires one. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And really setting the tone early with their three-point shooting.
Sexton the pass to Olynyk. Now Sexton. Drops in the layup for 2.
And although Sexton is slightly undersized, he plays with great physicality and aggression. Nice finish there off contact.
Here's Pritchard. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. White, wide open. He fires. Misses the wing chair.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. Brogdon, he's checked in for the Celtics.
Malcolm Brogdon.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. They have a 19-point lead. Brogdon kicks to Tatum. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
His first personal foul.
That one on Olynyk.
Baiting the defender into a foul. Tatum wants to get to the line where he has always been terrific.
And the Celtics making a change here. Williams is checked in. He's off on the second. Utah's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Controlled from outside. Rejected by Brogdon.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story. Inconsistent with his offense.
Tatum.
Utah foul.
Let's pause for a moment to show you the teams that have been the best on the glass over the course of the month. The Celtics second.
I mean, they've taken their rebounding to another level, getting physical and playing with a ton of energy.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Boston.
Well, in my opinion, the way the three has been falling for them here early on, you have to think they'll keep firing away.
And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
Horton Tucker, the pass to Fontecchio. The Jazz with another miss. Boston leading by 21. Here's Tatum, and there's the drive. Banked in off the glass. Tatum's got 9.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
To the middle. Here's Olynyk. He can't get it to go. So the Celtics will take it the other way. Now Brogdon. 14 points from him the last game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And he showed again why he is such a sensational playmaker. Some of the plays he made were just remarkable.
You know, another reason Sexton gives opponents nightmares. They're almost impossible to stick with him in the open court.
Pritchard passes to Williams. In the corner. Tatum with it. Second chance effort. It's blocked. And here's Sexton. 6 points for him. Pass to Olynyk. The Jazz working the ball around now. To the inside. And the dunk by Olynyk.
And getting better at distributing in the pick and roll. Sexton wants to evolve more as a passer.
The pass to Brogdon. Here's Pritchard. Outside Tatum. From the arc. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
Passes it to Olynyk. Kicks to Sexton. Back to Olynyk. Takes a 3. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Pritchard. Now here's Brogdon. Fades and shoots. Horton Tucker with the rebound. Jazz shooting a mere 25% from the floor in this first quarter. Down low, Toscano Anderson, the pass to Sexton. 51 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And that one's good, Fontecchio.
And there's the patience you want to see from Sexton. Eyes up and finds the open man.
Now, here's Brogdon. No points in the game yet for him. Tatum at the elbow. Pass to Cornette. Brogdon with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Pritchard. And good. Coming on the assist by Brogdon.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
Outside, Sexton. 15 seconds left in the first. Olynyk sets a screen for Sexton. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Up in time. That shot misses. A performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the Celtics. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a very convincing performance from the Celtics so far.
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
And they have the guys to do it. Play to your strengths, and they can make up for some of your weaknesses.
Markkanen is out there with Olynyk. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. Then there's Sexton. That's the group for Utah getting going here in the second. Now, here's Brogdon. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Fires the 3. And stolen by Sexton. Clarkson outside. And Boston with the rebound.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
There's the screen. Back to Brogdon. Launches it. A three-pointer is right on target.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
Clarkson passes to Markkanen. Dishes it to Olynyk. There's the 3. That one doesn't drop. And it's Boston the other way.
Well, after their offense stalled in the finals, the Celtics getting some veteran help. Gallinari and Brogdon both bring shooting, and Brogdon's another playmaker on the floor.
Brown wide open. He fires. No good with the triple. And so Sexton will bring it up for Utah. The feed to Clarkson. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. Let's quickly take a look at the standings out east. The season nearly complete. You look at Boston. They're second in the conference and looking to finish strong heading into the playoffs.
And you know, for the Celtics, they've been ruthless competitors all season long. I mean, they've assured themselves of plenty of home games in the postseason. Let's see if they can take advantage.
Now Brogdon, after Jaylen Brown's three-pointer that didn't go. Here's Cornette, and the layup is good. Cornette's got his first bucket in this one.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
There's the pass to Sexton. Markkanen kicks to Olynyk. The Jazz working the ball around now. Yep, that one goes in there.
And with an excellent understanding of the game, Olynyk is able to find open teammates.
Here's Pritchard, defended by Sexton. Cornette passes to Pritchard. Now Brogdon. Trains the three-pointer. Brogdon's got 6 points in the quarter.
That's the second long-range bomb in the quarter after a slow first period. He is on a roll.
Inside. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
Here's Brown, following the bucket by the Jazz. Pritchard, the shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists in the game.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage. They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Brogdon the pass to Cornette. To the paint. Shot's good by Williams.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Rudy Gay's checked in for Utah. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Clarkson for 3. The rebound by the Celtics. Hauser's got 4 rebounds now tonight. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Not that long ago, of course, the analytical team shot way more three-pointers, and they found a temporary edge. But now every team shoots a lot of threes, and it's more about personnel. When it's a superstar shooting the ball, that mid-range jumper can be very efficient. Guys.
And DA, we see it all the time. Brandon Ingram with the New Orleans Pelicans. KD. The 2 players in Phoenix with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. DeRozan in Chicago. They'll hit those all day long. David, thank you. And the Celtics with possession here, following the bucket by the Jazz. Passes to Brogdon. Clock at 4. Baseline J on the way, and it's Utah with the rebound.
His struggles from the field continue, yet they still hold the lead.
That's good from Gay on the assist by Markkanen.
Getting it done inside. Rudy Gay not just floating around the perimeter.
Brown with it. They picked up 24 points in their last one against Portland. And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. That is his first foul of the game. Tatum, he's checked in for Brown.
Checking in for the Celtics, Jason Tatum.
Tatum against Markkanen. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Tatum. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
That's his first.
Tatum there using his muscle, easily absorbing the contact and still able to knock down the shot.
Horton Tucker's checked in for the Jazz. Tatum no good on the free throw. In this league has plenty of guys who can take over a game at any time. But Steve, how fun fun is it to have a team with multiple threats and on any given night?
Well, it's really, Kevin, unfair because you have two guys that can get it going, and for the defense and the other team, that is hard to contend with.
And here is Brogdon after the three-pointer from Lauri Markkanen.
Anytime you watch the Jazz, you have to think back to those great Utah teams of the 80s and 90s. They easily could have won a few rings.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Yeah, it's good to see him with his free throw percentage up over 80.
He hits the second from the line. Maybe even more than a few. And Smitty, it seems hard to believe those Jazz didn't win a title or two.
Kevin, well, if it wasn't for a player named Michael Jordan, they probably would have. Those Stockton, Malone Jazz teams ran into Jordan twice in the finals when he was at the peak of his career.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The Jazz shooting their fourth and fifth attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
Horton Tucker is a scorer, someone that tries to give his team a jolt of energy.
Derek White's checked in for Brogdon. Boston's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. White the pass to Tatum. Boston, no good that time either.
Well, he was in rhythm, hitting 2 threes in the opening quarter, but hasn't made one since.
And Sexton has it in the corner. Lets it go with the 3. The rebound by the Celtics. Hauser's got his 5th rebound in this one. Markkanen against Tatum. Williams sets a screen for Tatum. Outside White. Offline with his 3. Utah's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter. Only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Hauser. Hauser's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Tatum dishes to Williams. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
The open look here for Sexton. And it's off from 3-point range. The Celtics have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. White against Sexton. White looking around. Outside Williams. Pass to Tatum. Puts up a 3. That one, no good. So Utah will take it the other way. They host the Kings after this game. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for them. Picked by Gay. Outside, Sexton. Pass to Horton Tucker. Off target from 3-point range. Here's Boston now. And that's a foul called on Colin Sexton. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And that's the tough part of trying to keep him on the floor. Now he picks up that 3rd foul.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's White. He had 15 points last outing. To the right side. Brown outside. Off the mark, and the drought continues. Jazz shooting 36% in the second quarter. They really haven't found their rhythm yet offensively here. Sexton the pass to Toscano Anderson. Here's Fontecchio. That's 3-pointers off the mark. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Puts the move on, and the layup good by Brown. Brown's got 10.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
Time called here. The Jazz decide to talk it over. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Malcolm Brogdon.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Gay scanning before. Sexton on the wing. Gay a screen on White. 5 on the clock. Sexton. Boston grabs the miss.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Tatum kicks to White. Fires for 3. Toscano Anderson grabs the rebound. The pass to Sexton. Gay a screen on White. Sexton the pass to Gay. Griffin with some nice D. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
White, good.
Derek White.
Quick and decisive on the catch and shoot. I like White's approach there.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
White against Sexton. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's his first foul. Olynyk is checked in for Rudy Gay.
Coming on the floor for the Jazz, Kelly Olynyk.
Here's Sexton.
2 minutes remaining
8 points for him.
in the first half. 2 minutes.
Passes it to Horton Tucker. Just 4 to shoot. Another miss by Utah.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Tucker.
And the vertical that Brown has is pretty impressive, as relentless a finisher as you'll find in our league.
It's his first trip to the line.
Taking 2 shots.
You know, when you look at his numbers this season, he's had a respectable number, 77%.
And Brown drops them both. Utah shooting the ball poorly, just 28%. Sexton the pass to Olynyk. Here's Toscano Anderson. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And the basket by Olynyk.
Attacking the heart of that defense. I like this from Olynyk, not just hanging out on the perimeter.
Now White. He's got 11 for the 3. Tatum down low. There's Brown with the 3. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Tatum. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the Utah Jazz. On Monday, it'll be the Sacramento Kings coming into town. Then on Wednesday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers.
And that game against Sacramento, not going to be an easy one for them. We know about the struggles they've had of late, and having to deal with the back end of the back-to-back is never fun. And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Tatum on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Tatum's got 16 points.
And even back in high school, Tatum had the knockdown mid-range jumper. We don't see that as much from him now, but he's still got that in his bag.
White dishes to Brown. Griffin kicks to Tatum. Pass to Hauser. Brown with it. And he was able to put it up in time, but it doesn't fall. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. It's the Celtics just dominating this one. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Here with Jason Tatum. You have been rolling early. How did you get in that rhythm?
Just staying aggressive. Just continue to get in the gym and see something go in. It feels good to see him go in early, and it felt good to have us have a good start. hopefully we keep it up.
Yeah, it was flowing great in that first half, Jay. Thanks very much. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Howdy, folks. I know you've all been clamoring to find out how the Rookie of the Year race is looking, and we are not letting you down. Speaking of the rookie race, either of you getting involved in any races of your own lately?
Yeah, I'm trying to beat Kenny to work every day. So far, I think I'm way out ahead, especially if there's a zebra stampede on the interstate.
Well, that really happened. It did. Sir, you weren't even here, Shaq, at that time.
Well, Kenny, not a whole lot of zebra in these parts here. Now moving on to the game at hand, some challenges in this first half for the Jazz.
They need to give more energy and effort on the boards. The rebounding delta has been one of the main issues for them. Probably is they're getting bullied, and I'm not sure they have the players to change that.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
Well, with the double-double in hand through two quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
They're asking a lot of him, shouldering the load in a number of areas. You just hope he has enough left at the end.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. On the floor for Boston. Brown out there with White. Then there's Jason Tatum. Then it's Griffin. And it's Hauser in at the small forward. Now here's Brown. The kick out to Tatum. And stolen by Gay. Pass to Sexton. Nice ball movement by Utah. Clarkson finds Sexton. Takes the three. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got 11 rebounds in the game.
And one thing that stands out about this Celtics unit, their defensive abilities. They've got a lot of skill on that end of the floor.
Here's Hauser. Hits the three-point bomb. Hauser's got his third bucket of the night.
Beautiful find by Derek White. When you start your career with Coach Popovich, you either make the next pass or you don't get minutes.
Sexton the pass to Clarkson. Three-pointer, Markkanen. The rebound by the Celtics. Brown's got his fifth rebound in this one. You're right, defense, it's been terrific for him. This Boston team, GA, certainly has a talent for holding back their opponent's shots and really defending well.
And Kevin, they put a lot of energy into pressuring shooters, making sure guys can't find easy looks. They don't want to give away anything for free.
Now Markkanen after the missed three from Derek White. Markkanen dishes to Clarkson. The Jazz again can't hit it.
Ooh, the defense gets away with a late rotation. That's a shot he normally makes.
And there's the pass to Hauser. Griffin a screen on Gay. And White kicks to Brown. Rebound, Utah. Gay's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Well, Rudy Gay was born in Brooklyn. Over 100 NBA players hail from that borough of New York City, making it a hotbed for hoops talent.
That free throw good for Markkanen. A lot of talent indeed, and Rudy Gay is just one of many stars hailing from Brooklyn.
And future Hall of Famer Carmelo Anthony was born there. And just like Rudy, was in Maryland for high school. Kemba, Bernard King, Lenny Wilkins, other legends from the Brooklyn borough.
Now, here's Clarkson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. The Jazz again can't hit it.
This is how it's been so far. He's missed every shot he's taken, and the team is suffering the consequences.
And the basket by Hauser.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Clarkson passes to Markkanen. And it's Griffin with the rebound. Griffin's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
Utah's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Sexton for 3. And Tatum pulls it down.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
Tatum with the screen on Clarkson. Brown kicks to Tatum. The kick out to Brown. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Colin Sexton.
And Brown is a guy who is constantly seeking contact. Defenders have to be more cautious around him.
And he sinks the second. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Kept alive. Clarkson. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
And savvy inside play by Clarkson, getting himself a look right at the basket.
Passes it to Brown. And here's White. He's got 11. Tatum on the wing. Driving inside.
And how about that show of confidence from Tatum? He really excels at playing above the rim and taking that one home.
And so Sexton will bring it up for Utah. Gay in the corner. Oh, good on the triple.
Defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked.
Outside, White. Pass to Tatum. And stolen by Gay. Pass to Clarkson. Gay against Tatum. Sexton dishes to Clarkson. The 3. Clarkson missing again.
I don't know how many shots he's missed this quarter, but they're going to have to find offense from someone else.
Teams that make their free throws, they're so tough down the stretch. Let's check out the best. In fourth, the Celtics.
You know, it's really a team-wide talent. You want to foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
A different look for Utah. Olynyk comes in for Rudy Gay. And Talen Horton-Tucker subbed in for Sexton.
And you know, Jason Tatum is one of those guys who can really do it all. He's got a versatile skill set that makes him a constant threat on both ends of the floor.
Now, here's Markkanen. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And Utah making a change here. Toscano Anderson's checked in. And the Celtics also making a change. Williams, he's checked in for Jason Tatum.
Incredible touch for a big man. Markkanen shows it both in the field and at the line.
Utah shooting at ghastly 26% from the field. Their offensive game looking completely out of whack. Toscano Anderson, the pass to Olynyk. He gets that one. Olynyk's got 6 points.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Williams sends a screen for White. He kicks it to Williams. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The Jazz on offense. Here's Horton-Tucker. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. So it'll be Jaylen Brown shooting. It's on Lauri Markkanen. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Boston. And it's Utah's ball. Clarkson outside. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And sometimes we forget about Clarkson's vertical. He's more than happy to remind us on those throwdowns.
They set the pick. White inside. He's covered by Clarkson.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
An uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
Now, here's Olynyk. 6 points for him. That one drops for him.
That's good planning, and that's good execution. And that's a great look.
Now, here's White. And Kelly Olynyk is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Celtics making a switch here. Ogden's checked in.
Substitution on the court.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Tucker. Second.
And defense comes at Brogdon hard, but he shoots through. Good technique helped him to get that one off.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Boston?
They've been lights out from three-point land in this one. The defense hasn't been effective at stopping them, so they have just stuck with the game plan.
And another stat that they've excelled at is points off assists. They're moving the ball around and creating great looks for one another.
Here's Toscano Anderson. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. 5 to shoot. The shot. That shot off. Now Boston takes it the other way. White inside. Outside Williams. Back to White. It's intercepted. Down low. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Now, here's Brogdon. He's got 8. Williams' shot is off.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
Here's Horton Tucker. He's guarded by Brogdon. And Boston with the rebound. And he makes good on the layup. Brogdon's got 10 points in the game.
And this is how confident Brogdon is in his scoring ability. Able to get it done from everywhere.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Here's Abaji. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
Yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Now here's White. Kicks it to Williams. But Trey drills the three-pointer. Williams has got his second basket.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Olynyk the pass to Fontecchio.
And checking out the numbers for Olynyk, some nice work from him over the last 10 games. He's averaging 15 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And for a reserve big man, not a big drop-off when he checks in the game.
Totally. You want your team to at least hold court when the reserves come in. He definitely keeps you solid up front.
For 3, Brogdon. And again, Boston with the triple.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Toscano Anderson, the pass to Horton Tucker. Olynyk, a screen on Brogdon. Horton Tucker. No good, unable to end this run. For Boston, they've gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. And that one, good. Williams has got 5 points in the quarter.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
They built up this huge league with great play at both ends. They're going to love watching film tomorrow.
Now here's Olynyk. 8 points for him.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
All you see is a lot of frustration. Someone needs to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
A minute 20 left in the third quarter of the game. The pass to Agbaji. Fontecchio. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. For Utah, they have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them. Boston's got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Brogdon outside. Inside, here's Kornet. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Kornet's got his second bucket of the night.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Here's Toscano Anderson.
You know, they try and stifle Olynyk, but his physicality lets him work right through it.
For Utah, they have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far.
Kelly Olynyk at the line for 2.
And that one falls for Olynyk.
A physical big man who won't back down from anyone. Every team could use a guy like Kelly Olynyk.
The Jazz making a switch here. Sexton's checked in. 36 seconds left in the third. Passes to Pritchard. Clock at 6. Here's Williams. The rebound by the Jazz. Toscano Anderson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Outside, Sexton. Pass to Olynyk. Shoots the 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And so it's the Boston Celtics able to put on a show for the ages. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. The Jazz shooting a pretty sorry 29% from the floor here. They've got Jones, and it's Agbaji in at the 2 spot. That's the group right now for Utah. He lobs it up. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And that one's good, Brogdon. Brogdon's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Celtics. And so Sexton will bring it up for the Jazz. And the average age of NBA players is getting younger and younger and about a year younger than they were a decade ago, Steve.
Kevin, I'm sure you're correct, but for me, I'm also seeing guys play longer and longer and longer. The old guys are sticking around.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The shot by Pritchard, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Sexton dishes to Azubuike, and there's the foul. It's on Peyton Pritchard. That is his first foul of the game. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Pritchard.
Celtic substitution, Jaylen Brown.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Azubuike a screen on Brogdon. Sexton for 3. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Brown's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Agbaji, that's his first personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Celtics.
And the first one at the line is good. Clarkson, he's checked in for the Jazz. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And the Jazz with possession here. Agbaji the pass to Clarkson. To the middle, Williams with the steal. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Brogdon with it, and it's Clarkson picking him up, and he dunks it down.
And you got to have a great understanding of your teammates in the pick and roll. Brogdon's in sync with everybody out there.
Now, here's Clarkson. It's deflected. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
You know, didn't need two hands for that slam. One do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time. Brogdon the pass to Williams. He kicks to Tatum. It's Brown on the wing. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Brown's got 21 in the game.
And you got to love how seriously Brown takes his ability to score. He has the green light to fire from just about anywhere on the court.
Here's Azubuike. Pass to Fontecchio. To the inside. Clarkson lays it up and banks it in.
What a turnaround for him since the half. More aggressive and more effective.
Williams a screen on Clarkson. Brogdon kicks to Williams. No good on the three.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And it's Fontecchio missing. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Tatum gets the bucket.
A primary responsibility of Brogdon's. When someone is open on his squad, he gets it to him.
For Utah, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Clarkson passes to Azubuike. And the play-in tournament, Greg, is here to stay, but the terminology is somewhat in limbo. Is that going to be part of the playoffs?
You hear people say it's not the playoffs, it's the play-in. Maybe the term postseason should cover both the play-in and the playoff. Something to think about. Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Took him no time at all on that one.
And that's his second triple of the game. Hadn't hit any in the first half. Maybe they made an adjustment at the break.
Clarkson against Brogdon. Azubuike with the ball. Clarkson for 3. Clarkson missing again.
Trying to shoot himself out of his slump, and it's not going well.
Brown finds Williams. Brown outside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for
And he knocks down the first one.
Brown. 2 shots.
And Brown drops them both. Utah's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Clarkson passes to Marjanovic. Here's Agbaji. Floats one. Another shot. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Clarkson outside. 6 on the shot clock. Drills it from outside. Clarkson's got 13 points in the second half.
A fine shooter from deep. Clarkson has a good feel for when to let it fly.
Brogdon the pass to Tatum. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first.
We know, Greg, the league trending towards small ball, but some teams are having success playing too big up front.
And I think the key is having versatile big men. If they can space the floor and play in space, also be able to cover smaller players, why not get the added rebounding and rim protection?
Rudy Gay's checked in for Jones. And so Tatum nails them both. Here's Clarkson. Now the pass to Markkanen. Back to Clarkson. And finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
The height to see over the defense and the unselfishness. Terrific pass by Markkanen.
Here's Pritchard. Outside Tatum. Pass to Davison. That three off the mark. For Utah, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50%. Clarkson passes to Gay. Back to Clarkson for three. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Pass to Davison. Here's Pritchard. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Now with the ability to play a soft zone, can Team Steve hide their weaker defenders?
I think it's great, Kevin, for a possession or two. And it works sometimes, but good offenses always find a weak link.
Here's Pritchard after the basket by Utah. Pass to Davison. Tatum down low. Markkanen on him. The shot, no good. The Jazz have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14.
Boston foul. Davison. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Jazz, Lauri Markkanen. One shot.
That free throw good for Markkanen.
On the court.
Utah has possession. The shot by Clarkson, no good. Here's Pritchard. He's guarded by Markkanen. Davison can't hit. Utah's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Toscano Anderson, the pass to Clarkson. To the left wing. Toscano Anderson for three. That one doesn't go. Now Boston takes it the other way. The pass to Davison. Here's Champagnie. And for a lot of up-and-coming teams, getting better defensively is the key to reaching, Greg, that next level. That being considered, what's the first step in that improvement?
A lot of times it's bringing in a great defender, like a Pat Beverly or an Andre Iguodala, a defensive anchor who also inspires his teammates to take that challenge.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
The Celtics have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Davison, the pass to Hauser. Here's Pritchard. Trying to get something going. Markkanen pulls it in. Markkanen's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Toscano Anderson. Right side Markkanen. Out left to the wing. 6 to shoot. Misses off the left iron. And for the Celtics, they're shooting straight 49% from the field. Champagnie passes to Pritchard. Here's Hauser. He's guarded by Markkanen. Hauser misses.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And there's the foul. It's on Peyton Pritchard. That's foul number 2 for him. Colin Sexton, he's checked in for Clarkson.
Colin Sexton.
Right side, Sexton. And Pritchard pulls it down. Boston shooting the pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. Davison, the pass to Kevin Gill. And that one drops for him.
Beautiful location on the pass, as usual. Led his man perfectly.
And every year, it seems like outcomes in the playoffs can hinge on health. Steve, it's part of the game, as you well know.
It is, Kevin, and we hate it because obviously health can change the direction of a series or a team. But the one thing teams are doing a better job is they are lengthening and going deeper into their bench.
Passes it to Horton Tucker. Just 5 to shoot. The Jazz again can't hit it. And it's the Celtics ball. Here's Davison. Pass to Pritchard.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Here's Davison. Pass to Hauser. The 3. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
You can't afford to give him space. Those kinds of mistakes have been the story of this game.
Now, here's Sexton. Here's Gay, and then Gay with the dunk.
I like Rudy Gay on that play, being very aggressive and showing people how to get it done.
Here's Pritchard, defended by Sexton. There's 1:26 left in the game. Pritchard passes to Champagnie. Misses the 3. The Jazz shooting about 33%, not happy with their play on that end.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Celtics.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this was a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so checking out their season record, this game will become their 45th win.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Jason Tatum.
And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron.
Here's Kevin Gillen. High quality look, and he sinks it.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
So it's the Jazz now, following the bucket by the Celtics. No problem knocking that one down.
You know, the timing, the rhythm, I'm a big fan of when Sexton can just catch and shoot.
Here's Pritchard. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Blake. It really looked like you guys were on a string defensively, 5 guys. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I mean, everybody came out and did a great job, and we're contesting shots, which forced them to miss more shots, and make sure we had a hand in their pace. And then, we got rebounds and got on the open court and hit shots.
Yeah, it certainly looked like you made them feel you tonight, Blake, and it led to the win. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now, our New Balance player of the game, Jason Tatum.